Hello and greetings to all of you from Germany, where I stay right now. I had been living in Asia for more than 25 years, 15 years in Japan, where I studied Chinese medicine and acupuncture, and many years in Sri Lanka and India. I also had authored about 18 books, many of which are published in several languages. What I'm trying to tell you right now, and it takes only a few minutes, will revolutionize your entire life. I promise you that. Now, I expect most of you to have a broad, basic understanding of Ayurveda or similar healing arts. As you might know, most healing arts, most traditional medicinal systems from Asia are all based on the so-called five-element theory. That means that our body and our mind is a composition of earth, water, fire, wind, and ether. Ether is also space or emptiness. Now, the composition of these five elements is completely different from person to person. That means you, who is just watching this, might have more of wind or ether than your brother or your father. And some of you might have more fire than water or earth. Now these small differences, these changes of ratio, make up your entire nature, your character, your interests, and so on. Now, the misconception of Ayurveda in the West is that if you are a type fire or Pitot type in Sanskrit, then you are requested to purchase Pitot products like Pitot tea, Pitot herbal items from India, Pitot massage oil, Pitot music, Pitot shampoo, whatsoever. And you are told through all these online shops and the entire industry behind that you have to reduce your Pitta because you have too much Pitta in your system. This is bullshit. I'm sorry for the language. But to have a little bit more of one element than the other makes up your uniqueness, and you're not supposed to change that. You are perfect the way you came into the world. Now that is something you need to understand. That what causes a health problem only needs to be addressed, needs to be reduced. So if you have inflammations, for example, as you might guess, inflammations belong to fire. There's a flame in the word itself, flame, inflammation. So there are certain guidelines to reduce the heat in your system, such as eating more food of cooling properties, such as a cucumber or a watermelon or peppermint tea, and there's a whole range of food items that have a cooling action on your system. And for that you don't even have to buy expensive products imported from all over the world. And secondly, if you really would have a heat problem in your system, you must not take medication for the rest of your life, even if that medication is based on natural ingredients, because you become dependent. You become dependent on an industry that only wants your best, your money. You need to find the cause. the cause of your problem. You see, why do some people have chronic inflammations or insomnia or nervous disorders or chronic constipation or skin problems, allergies, and so on. I mean, there are 1001 infirmities in the world, and it will be difficult to address them all. But my question as a consultant is, you see, why you got this problem in the first place? So, when I talk to clients and patients, I take time, at least 45 minutes, and I want to know everything. I want to know what time you get up in the morning, what you have for breakfast, what is your work, how you go to your office or your working place, what do you have for lunch, what time you get back, how do you sleep, what is your family situation, and so on. And then I understand you as a complete, as a whole human being. That's why it's called holistic medicine. I do not care about the symptoms. Of course, I also address your symptoms, but I want to know where they come from. Where they come from. And this is something people who are into this Ayurveda or Chinese medicine, they don't practice. And to cool your system or to give you some guidelines to reduce Vata or Pitot or Kapha, and that's the easy part. I mean, I can teach it to a schoolboy. But to understand the root cause, that is what gives you freedom and independency, because I don't want you to depend on anything, not even on me, or any treatment or medication or what there might be, because if you know what causes your problem in the first place, that's half the cure. And of course, people like me, I have to charge for my service and for my consultation, but that is much less than becoming dependent on costly therapies and herbal products for the rest of your life, because you don't know why you have this problem. And therefore, understanding yourself is very important, and that's what I do. I analyze you in a holistic way, and I do not change your nature. The way you are, whether you have a lot of fire in your system or a lot of element, earth or water or whatever that might be, this is your advantage. That gives you some ability, some talent, something you can master, things in life which other people cannot. So don't change that. Just because some questions on the multiple choice tests on the net categorize you as a Pitta type or a Vata type, that does not mean you are sick, and it doesn't mean you have to change or reduce your elemental composition. No, it is perfect. It is perfect the way you are made. Only when one or another element causes a problem, then I trace it back to the point of origin. That is my specialty. And I have learned through many years that most of our health issues are caused by something in our mind. It's on a psychic level, some unhappiness or some dissatisfaction with our spouse or job or whatsoever, and we have to change something in life if we want to become well. We must not depend on products. And that is what I want you to understand, and I hope that someday I can meet you on Skype or whatever and give you a holistic consultation. Please feel free to contact me, and I hope I can be of service to your health. I wish you all the best. And one last word about Corona. Here in Germany, we have another lockdown, and what I worry most about is that people are getting scary. And I'm telling you, fear is the worst that can happen to us. Don't allow fear to grow in your mental and body system, because fear and anxiety destroys our immune system like nothing else. Be careful, but don't be afraid. I wish you all the best. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Bye bye.